At Hamilton Limousine, Adam Oldfield, the president and CEO of FPM and FPM3 Marketing, is here. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm just getting ourselves live on Facebook too. I mean, hell, we're going live. They got YouTube Live now. We've got YouTube Live, Facebook Live. We're on CHML Live. I mean, CHML seems to be the only consistent one, though. You know, that's the one that I'm always excited about.
That's what I like to think.
You know, and I want to do a quick shout out to my staff. I want to do a great job on their end. I told them to stay tuned. We did a Lifesavers park cleanup.
Park again,
yeah. It was part of a 4 times a year. We go into the community and we do a little.
I drove by there on Tuesday and I said, "Boy, you got to clean this up."
Well, I'm proud to announce.
You were there the next day.
I was there the next day, heard you think it, and we got in there and we started going through and getting it all tidied up. And you know, it's interesting. It's been now. We did our Extreme Park makeover a year ago. Went back into the park. We had our solar paneled from ProQuip. Had our park in charge was set up, and you know, it's exciting and sad at the same time. You know, we have vandalism, a couple vandalism points, and you know, they kind of saw some rocks were thrown from the CN rail because it's sort of in the kitty corner there of you know. So anyway, you know, it still works. So I was real excited that, you know, like it's got sustainability in the community, that you still could charge your iPhone, your iPad. The power of the sun was still generating enough electricity in that market. And we're excited that Woodland Park, the next one that's getting a Stream Park makeover in Hamilton, we're installing one of our new parking charges and LED solar panel points.
I was kind of impressed because I know one of the city councilors was talking about putting it in Gage Park. Matthew Green was talking about.
Yeah.
I think Adam's listening to that. We did that a long time.
Yeah. Step back, children. Step back. I'm on something new here. Yeah.
I want to jump on the bandwagon. Go ahead.
I'm working on some VR now, solar panel Gage Park experiences. So yeah, lots of. So anyway, big shout out to my team on there. So thanks FPM3 team for doing a great job in cleaning up the community.
Yeah, and that commitment community, which is always so great too. I love the way you guys always give back. I want to start off with some controversy right now with Yahoo.
Yes.
We've talked about national security and issues like this, and the Patriot Act south of the border, and of course we have our own version of that up on this side of the border. And they're not really happy with what's going on with Yahoo.
Well, you know, one of the things we talked about before is, you know, every year they made some declarations between Twitter and between Facebook and all of this, that, you know, the government has the right to go on these servers and ask for information. And, you know, that's under their law and rights. Well, the thing that sort of came out was, hey, all of our passwords were hacked. That was one of our points a couple weeks back. Well, now they're actually saying that the NSA was actually in there looking at emails live, watching keywords being sent and shared between all their chat systems within Yahoo and within their email. So the point I'm getting at is that this is not good news for Yahoo. You know, we've been talking about how they were going to be actually acquired, and there was a big process of, well, you know what, Yahoo might be purchased by. That's pretty much off the table. I think we can count on, if you've got a Yahoo account, you've had the NSA, the National Security Agency, which is the government of the United States, in real time.
Now let's get to the bottom line here, because the way they characterized that was they said, if we think there's reason for it,
that's right.
We're going to go and look at Adam's emails.
Right.
Now we're finding out that no, they're just doing it.
They're not. Yeah, they're just doing it.
They're not saying, hey, we have reason to believe. They're just saying, we think we're going to check Adam Oldfield today.
And they're doing it in real time, meaning there's probably a guy with headphones on sitting there watching as emails are flowing in and out in real time, meaning actual time. No one's going into the files in the history of it and basically trying to, let me go search and track history. This is like, you go on email, privacy being shared through a government agency if you're using Yahoo.
And by the way, as you call them, red flags go up. Then they start going into your history.
Yeah, then they start, you know, having a bit of an interest, and they'll start looking at all your social media points and so forth. You know, it's interesting.
But this runs contrary to what the government has told us, and I know we're talking about, you know, the U.S. government here, but it's still disturbing nonetheless, because even when they started, remember with the phone,
that's right.
You know, they said, no, we're not listening to everybody's phone conversations. It's only people that are on these lists that we're concerned about. And then it turns out, they are listening to everybody.
Yeah, and they've got a lot of
listening. Now they're looking at emails.
Well, the emails are triggering it. So how they do it in real time is they put keyword triggers. So when you type in words that Al Qaeda, ISIS, you could write whatever, though, maybe mistakenly type it. You've triggered an interest on someone to actually actually from the government to go, whoa, what's this all about? So yeah, it is quite interesting, and we're seeing that this is what Yahoo is now sharing. And I think they're probably doing it based on the fact of, hey, this is what we're disclosing. And it's, of course, undocumented under resources of which were now probably dismissed or otherwise Yahoo, but they're speaking out on it. But what we don't know is the NSA inside Google? Are they also inside Facebook? Of course they are. I mean, we're only finding out about Yahoo now because somebody was like, I'm mad, I got fired. So it's reasonable to understand that, yeah, we can expect that all of our Googles and Microsoft and anything in the cloud that you're sending emails on, you're going to let our friendly government, well, the United States
government.
government.
The national security agencies are going to say, oh, no, we never touch Google. We wouldn't do that.
Well, considering half their funding of applications actually developed and maintained by the CIA funding department.
By the way,
has access to everything, and they're going to be sharing information with the NSA. So yeah, Big Brother not only is watching, they're listening, paying attention, and they're doing everything in their power to basically be aware of what's going on. So
well, and you talked about this a long time ago when when they developed the cloud technology. Okay, everything's going to the cloud now.
Yeah,
this is going to make things so more convenient. Well, it makes it convenient for them too.
Extremely. I keep saying this. If Stalin was alive today, he'd be in his glory. This is exactly what he wanted in Russia years ago.
Anyway, just be advised, okay? And keywords, and the thing is, you don't know what the keywords are.
Yeah, exactly. You don't.
You just said it could be jihadistic. Those are obvious ones. We don't know what the other ones are.
Exactly. Making a joke is no longer going to be funny anymore. Yeah. Let's just say that. Yeah. Anything between a friend and emails elements.
Okay. I was really pleased to see this because when I win Lotto Max tonight,
yes,
I'm planning on getting a Bentley.
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
And apparently I'm never going to have to go to a gas station again.
Tell me this is... Okay. This, I have to admit...
premised on the fact that I win Lotto Max tonight, but anyway.
Which is going to happen, Bill.
Sure.
I mean, come on. I'll be hosting Tech Talk on my own. It'll be like...
It's my time.
Welcome to Tech Talk and the Bill Kelly without Bill Kelly show. Well, yeah, Bentley has come out with how do we differentiate ourselves? And you know what? When you're dropping $300,000 to $400,000 on a car, with Ferrari, you're getting an engine. There's Lamborghini, you got style, but they're not really luxury. Well, Bentley's luxury. I mean, how do they compete with a lot of the basics you get out of a general domestic vehicle like a Ford or a Nissan? You get a lot of features, right?
Just wood grain dashboard. Sorry, that's not cutting it anymore.
Yeah, it's not cutting it anymore. So how do you get yourself to a level of which you could now consider my valuable investment is actually bringing luxury? Well, Bentley has said, we believe it's time, and apparently I didn't know this, but years ago when you owned a Bentley, you had, full service stations, and if you drove in with a Bentley, you were treated a little differently in regards to luxuriously a customer. Well, Bentley has an app now that you can now have, as most cars are smart and they can connect. Sure. The Bentley app, though, now connects with a driver who is literally a pre-connect. Think of it as your Uber gas station on the road. And when your vehicle is a little low on gas, the benefit of having a Bentley is you go to your app, you say, I'm low on fuel. In some cases, it actually will tell the driver he's at a quarter of a tank.
By the way, I'm in Stony Creek. They'll go to Stony Creek.
And they deliver the gas. They will they bring the gas truck to the car. You just go about your business, come back out, you got a full tank.
Yeah, but do they do the windshield?
You know what? I haven't got into the whole details of what you get, but Bentley, I mean, this is where you see service and apps and the automotive industry coming into a whole new world, and where Bentley, I guess, I think that's pretty cool. I mean, like, you pay for the fuel, by the way.
Sure.
You got the benefit, though, that you don't have to ever fill your car up with fuel.
That is kind of cool.
It is kind of cool.
Concierge service for Bentley drivers.
It is. I mean, now, considering we're talking about the LRT discussion a few minutes ago on CHML with you guys, I mean, like, I was like, that Bentley was, talking about sort of driving and otherwise. This is one of those really kind of cool, luxurious points of having a Bentley these days.
So all Bentley drivers, they probably already know about the app. But if you're thinking of buying a Bentley,
it's a benefit.
Here's a little value add for you.
Exactly.
What's this about Netflix going to be purchased?
Yeah, this was a kind of a light rumor. I mean, it was kind of where you heard is Apple going to have self-driving cars? And are they really investing in it? And the answer was, yeah. They let go 100 engineers. Well, this rumor was really light. It was one of those, you're kind of sitting around having some drinks and you just kind of throw rumor points. Well, one of the rumors that was sort of mentioned a few years ago was, Netflix will probably get purchased by Apple. They got deep pockets, and it would make sense. Apple wants to be in the entertainment game. And, there's been some discussion that Apple's not really been revolutionary in regards to some of their newer products that are not good, but it's not as innovative. It's changing the world. So one of the rumors that looks pretty solid, and I would say solidified, is that Netflix might one day and in the near future be owned by Apple. And I wouldn't be surprised that they would want to do that. They've invested in the Apple TV. They've talked about how they're getting into the audio and sound and the streaming and the music and otherwise. And especially with the iTunes, they've lost a lot of market share when it comes to their movies and downloading and otherwise. So again,
that's to your point, though. I don't want to say it's old, outdated technology, but it's not innovative
It's
anymore.
not innovative. No. And right now, Netflix is really holding a great handle. I mean, their main competitors, of course, are cable stations, which, by the way, Netflix made a deal with a couple thousand hotels that now will offer Netflix in your little console when you actually go to some of the Hilton has agreed to do this, and the Best Western. You can now see Netflix easily with an account with your hotel. So it would make sense that Apple would maybe want to capitalize that, and they've got the deep pockets, and it would make sense that this would be something we want to invest in.
And Netflix obviously is starting to corner the market. I mean, we just talked a couple weeks ago about they're cut out different campuses.
Yeah, we'll see it flow. I think it's those silent ones that are really out there. I mean, one of the topics that I didn't share with you is Amazon's got a new thing called the Wand. And the Wand came out it's been around for a while, but it's been that silent. What is the Wand? Think of it as a stick with a barcode reader on it, but it's got the audio point where you hold a button and you can tell it what you want to buy. And what it will do is link to your phone or to your computer, and it will transcribe your voice into this automated finder. Or you take the wand and you scan the barcode. So if you're in the grocery store going, geez, I want to get some seasoning, or you're in the house and going, I need to order some of this, you scan the barcode and it will automatically log into Amazon and pull up the products, tell you the price, and you can buy it literally with your wand from Amazon. So Amazon is a purchasing innovative product, but we can also say that Amazon's going to be the next competitor when it comes to TV shows and their streaming services.
Let's talk about LinkedIn. Many of us using LinkedIn right now. They want to actually help you search for jobs without your boss knowing. This is kind of like going on Facebook without your boss knowing, but it's better.
It is. It's a lot like that. We're talking about privacy. Now, I got 2 thoughts on LinkedIn right now. And my one thought on LinkedIn is that, as far as keeping it undercover, you're not happy where you are. If you're on LinkedIn, you may be discovered at work by accident. You may be looking or scoping, or you're trying to find, and you can be tracked. Your boss, if you're using company equipment, phone or desktop, has the right to know what you're looking at. LinkedIn now has, I'm going to call it an espionage point, that you can now search for positions that kind of goes incognito. So you don't actually publish who you looked at or you've been searching for or otherwise.
Really?
Yeah. So they've got this new feature which LinkedIn is now giving employees the opportunity to seek out positions or speak with jobs to give them a chance to maybe search or hunt without getting into position of, in trouble, so to speak, if you will. On the other side, I look at that as the employer going, oh, great, it's just a job hunting turnover situation. It could be a good thing from the employee side to say, hey, I'm a valuable individual. Invest in me. Make me worth wanting to stay. It's going to be good for the employees when you take a look at what LinkedIn's offering. But more or less, in summary, LinkedIn will keep it a little incognito so they won't be able to track where you're looking or who you're looking with.
Very interesting. Samsung in the news again. Actually, the good news, the bad news. The bad news is one of their phones blew up on an airplane the other day.
Yes.
That's really not good for publicity.
No.
And the good news is they're talking about getting into the voice activation game.
Yeah, well, you know what? One of the things about Samsung, and they have to keep moving forward. And, a lot of exploding things. I think one of the comments, you've succeeded when there's a module in Grand Theft Auto 5 that has your Note 5 as a bomb. bomb, and you literally turn it on to activate it and throw it, and it will explode, right? So you know you've seen it in grand, when you get there. So
can you imagine that discussion in the boardroom at Samsung?
That's right. You see, like, the sample is people throwing Note 7s all over the street as cars are, they're like landmines.
Who needs grenades?
So poor Samsung. So anyway, onward and upward, and talk about exploding. I mean, everything's exploding. They just had also in the news, I don't know if you heard about this one, but the Samsung washing machine exploded. So, it's just someone at Samsung's going, can someone please stop letting our products explode? So Samsung is now on I'm done bashing Samsung. On the positive side, SIRI, the gentlemen and ladies that actually started SIRI for Apple product just got acquired by Samsung. So they purchased this company for their artificial intelligence, which was based on the algorithms of which SIRI was first built on. And I believe this is a very smart move on Samsung's side, because you remember years ago, how sad is that when we do Tech Talk? I say years ago, we sat down and we did a sample of here's Google's version, here's Siri's version, and I used Samsung, and it was like waiting 3 seconds and pausing. It's horrible, absolutely horrible. I'm the last guy that will ever tell you Samsung's voice systems are great. Well, this is probably a smart move on their part, because let me segue into the next part. Google just announced their own hardware and software with the new Pixel phone. Why that's so important is that this is going to add new competition to the table in regards to HTC, LG, Samsung. This means their operating systems are now being made by the original group, which is Google, and now Samsung's got to find ways to really differentiate themselves, and they're going to need that with their voice activation and get off reliant with Google. So that's important on their end. So they're making a wise choice with buying this voice activation.
I have a minute left. I got to ask you about something else, because I saw this on Yahoo News the other day, and this is celebrities actually sending viruses to their fans.
Yeah, that's right. If you're a big fan and you're following all your celebrities, it's that a lot of these Angel is actually number one, Justin Bieber's number two. All of these Twitter accounts, because they have such fan profile, their links are being connected to malware. And we were talking about that, where you click it, you don't know where you're going, and it looks like Justin Bieber and Amy Schumer and all these guys are actually out there, and they're promoting and saying, hey, check out my photo, or check out, and then, you know what, they get a dead link every so often, but they do get hacked. And when they're hacked, they're actually connected with viruses. So, again...
So it's not really the celebrities that are doing it.
No, it's not the celebrities. It's part of just, their accounts are so...
It's the general public lust for celebrities.
Well, when you take Justin Bieber with, say, 7 million people, I mean, what a great way to spread your virus.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic way to say, hey, I can get in there, tweet, share, get it within his link environment. But, yeah, your biggest fans or your biggest celebrities technically could be giving you a virus.
Be careful. We do this every Friday, of course. Tech Talk brought to you by our good friends at Hamilton Oldfield. Thanks, as always. Have a great weekend. Happy Thanksgiving.
Hey, same to you, Bill.
We're back to the break. Show.